Podcast TV, smoothest podcast in the world. I got a very special one for y'all today. We got Royal Skye in this bitch. Let's go. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, man.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here.
So talk to me, man. How's life been for the past, let's say, 60 days for Skye? Give us the past 60 days. I know you've been going through some rough shit. Give us the ups, give us the downs. Talk to us.
My life for the past 60 days, bro. Worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And the pain that I feel, unbearable. Unbearable. I can't eat. I take sleep. I can't think straight. I don't feel like I had any emotion. I feel dead inside. I feel numb. I feel like I lost the most important person to me in my entire life. Like, I loved my dad more than I loved anybody on this earth. Understand? So it's been tough, man. And I'm gonna be honest, this is the first death my aunt passed away when I was 9, and I went to her memorial on birthday. That was a key, I think. Really, I was really close. We was close, but I couldn't really feel like that. I'm a grown woman. My father committed suicide. I don't know how to do it. I never been to a funeral. I've never seen a dead body. I had to touch my dad and see my dad in a casket. That's an image I would never get out. And it's like, I had to see him in over a year, over our old distances. I never thought the next time I would see him would be that way. It's still that really messed me up. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, engraving messed me up.
And as far as recovery, do you have any rituals or anything to kind of cope with it? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a struggle, bro. It's a kind of...
To be honest, it's so spread. I can't even be beat problems. Like, it's like, and I've heard the whole thing about, like, breathing, and there are like 5 steps to that. I think I'm still in denial state for what I don't look, bro. There are a few times, right, where even I drop the video and I sit there and I just think about my dad. I'm like, was he calm? Like, wow, he really did. Like, I'm like, bro, like, I'll be driving, like, it'd be just random. It'd be random things, right? Yeah. Like, I'll sit there in the floor, right? And, like, I'll just stare out the window, and I'll just, like, think of my dad, and it'd be weird. I just like, no, like, it's almost like I found out all over again. Where it's like, this has been happening since he passed away. Like, it's almost like sometimes I just sit there and just have the same feeling of when I got the phone call saying, man, bar, It's something that I can't read. Like, I can't explain these innocence until you go through it personally in your own life. You know what I'm saying?
I completely understand that. So talk us through the funeral, man. How emotional was that for you, man? How hard was it to, just to, deal with the family and seeing your father like that? Walk us through that.
I was sad because I couldn't attend the funeral with my brothers, and I did it and talked about that. My brothers weren't invited, whatever. You can get it.
I hate to stop you here. Can you tell us why your brothers weren't invited?
All right, so look. I'm going to say it like this. Whatever my brother's relationship was and saying happened, people would be praying. But nothing at all. I love my brothers. I think no matter what my brother said in the past, does not take away the right for them to see the father one last time to the spirit. That's all I'm saying. My brother could have talked to Tanya and pray, and then I don't care. Like, everybody deserves to say goodbye. But I wanted my brothers to touch my dad the way I touched him and held him and saw him and I was able to say goodbye to my dad, and I didn't walk. It was sad the way I had to do it, but I saw him. I touched it. His cool heart, but like, that hurt me. But I felt like I needed that. Like, if I didn't see my dad, I would have been like 10 times worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like my brothers deserved to see the same I did it, yo.
I couldn't agree with that more. Like,
I don't care what they said. All that family from, man. I like that's a thing. It's a brother because that Tanya is not the right to take that from my brother. That is still their father too. Very
curious. And just to say this, a time of death is when you must say all what's coming together.
I could say this or not. I saw people at the field. Actually, before the bureau, we had what it was only family and close friends got to see my dad. You know, Jenna went in first, saw my dad, then they took me in, and then I about to see my dad before all his friends. It was emotional, but I saw people at that viewing over my dad that I had beef with, but as soon as I saw them, I hugged them and we cried. It was like all the beef didn't matter. Like we came together for him. Like all that mattered to me was we laid him to rest the right way. Like that's all that matters to me. Like he deserves that for everything my father went through, right? He deserved that, girls. And it hurt me to stand there alone without Papa. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes me emotional because I felt like I know David like it was all Tammy's family. I flew my cousin out from my mom's side, so I feel like I have somebody I know to support me. It was really just Jenna, like, and that's all at the time I was cool with, you know, so I was uncomfortable. I didn't get to speak at the funeral, nothing, like, and then people are making these old accusations, like, bro, people know what happened. Dammy told me, yo, after I said, so let's go along with the whole speaking arrangement. She's like, oh, well, babe, it's only an hour-long service, but they should make it longer because the dad's a celebrity. She's like, if only me, Tony and Sam speaking. So I was like, okay, so I'm in my head. I'm like, I thought it was just them three. When Tantley's turned the speech, she breaks Jenna up for her. So Jenna said have something, and I sat there and I watched Jenna walk up and speak, and I said, this book.
Wow.
I said, this bitch.
What was what was the explanation for that?
Oh, let me tell you, after the funeral, we all went back to the house and ate, and everybody came and we got together. You know what Tanny said when it was me and her outside? She said, Skye, by the way, I just want to say, I know Jenna, I had no idea Jenna was out there. And like, but my whole thing is this. Why did you feel the need to bring it up? Because bitch, you felt guilty about that. You knew what? Yo, I thought I was never gonna say nothing. You know why? Because people don't understand. If I was to lash out, I'm changed. Down my dad's house. I'm in Texas. I have no plane to get back home. I have no money. I have to shut the fuck up until I go back home. Respectfully. As much as I wanted to be like, bitch, fuck, I want to speak. I can't. I'm gonna be in the streets in Houston, Texas with nowhere to go for. What the fuck, man? Like, put yourself in my shoes. I'm with the evil stepmom. I know and hated me and my brothers. But you know what? I was glad she had me come to Texas. She did call me, but the first thing she said was, I didn't kill your dad. She said, that's the first that was on I'll find dad's grave on my music, on everything I love. The first thing that came out of this woman's mouth, she called me on her friend's phone, was, I didn't kill your dad. Because there was the TMZ blogs. But guess what? I had no idea what she was talking about. Then I haven't seen the blogs yet. So I was like, what is she? And then when I was at the airport, one of my friends had sent me the TMZ thing about the whole white show. This is on my way. I'm just now seeing all y'all was in the same hotel. Jenna told me, I got a phone call saying, you know, dad's dead and like they found his body the whole time. I'm breaking down. No, what? What are you talking about? I have no idea.
I think it's a dream. Oh, hoping it's a dream.
What? And I'm like, nah, man, that ain't dead. Make sure it's hidden. Like, you sure? Like, are you sure? Nah. It was in. I had no idea Tanny was
I want to say this. Is there perhaps an indirect way? You know, and allegedly, use that word. Is there perhaps an indirect way that maybe she might have caused him to do that?
I'm gonna speak. The only thing I could do is speak how I feel about the situation of my father. When I posted online and I said, Tanny killed my dad. Let me clarify this. I never meant that she physically killed my dad. When I said she killed my dad, I meant more in a way mentally. Like, I'm going to say this. You left to go get snacks for 10 minutes. It doesn't take 10 minutes for somebody to hang themselves. So your story isn't adding up. And then, like, you called me and told me that y'all was drinking, he was taking Ambien. He was crying, talking about his life story, right? She told me this out of her own mouth, yo. Before I flew out to Texas, she said that my dad was talking about shit that happened to him as a kid that she would not repeat out of respect for my dad. And she said he was in the corner of the hotel room, falling up, crying like a little boy. Why the fuck would you go leave my dad and get snapped? And you knew he was in that state of mind. Bitch, I don't care what you say, what Jenna say, your story's not adding up. I mean, that was my dad. That was my daddy before y'all was even thought of. That was my daddy, friend. I'm like his firstborn daughter, and I would protect my dad. Like that, like, you know?
You should. And it's just, how did your brothers take being not invited to the funeral? What was their reaction, man? I mean, obviously they're hurt, but can you give us more clarity on how they felt?
Like, let me just explain everything, because everyone want to know everything. Me and Hunter were not talking. Hunter wasn't talking to anybody, including my dad. Hunter had his own mental issue that I want all the fans to understand. He has his own mental issue and still, right, excuse me. So, Jacob, I told Jacob, I tried to call Jacob. He was at home. I called my grandma. My grandma was the first person to know my dad had passed away. I called my mom. My mom, she didn't believe me. She thought it was a rumor. And I'm telling her, no, this is real shit. Like, it's really real. And then Jacob was at the store. I guess Jacob came back home. She told Jacob. And then Jacob's texted me all crazy. Like, another thing, my brother has mental health problems. I defended Jacob online, and then Jacob turned against me and started talking shit about me.
Wow.
And I defended him, bro. You know how I defended you to the world, literally. And you went behind my back and talked the most shit about me.
Do you do it on my social media?
Bro, you know what it is? I think he went on, like, in talk to, like, this dude named Henry Resilient. And I'm gonna say this right now. I could easily end Jacob for the shit that he did, but I will not do that out of respect for my father and my own image. And I told Jacob, stop, bro, or stop, because you're gonna make me do something I know I'm gonna regret. And I don't wanna do that to you. Or, you know, when I needed you the most, you know, he would get drunk every night, right? And just text me all these hurtful shit, and then I'll block him. I feel bad, so I'll block him. I wake up in the morning, he's like, yo, I was so drunk last night, like, I don't even know what happened. I'm like, dude, you just messaged Henry, the YouTuber, a bunch of shit about me, dude. He was like, yeah, but they can't prove it's me. I'm like, you're still crazy, bro. Like, what are you doing? No, bro, I'm telling you, like, I don't even want to get into too much about Jacob, because I love my brother. Don't get me wrong. I love my brother, but he hurt me more than you could even understand.
Can I ask you this? I mean, I don't know if you know, but maybe you do. Was there ever a reason given why he did that? Like, because I can't.
You want me to tell you the truth?
That mean,
Jacob's jealous of me, because when I let him, I actually believe that I told you about this. When I let him liberally, right? I came home from work one day and I sat down. And he goes, "You think he's better than me because you're a rapper?" Like, yeah. So I think that all the attention I got after my dad passed away, I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for fans to dig deep on who Skye was. It just happened. You think I want followers off of my dad's head? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But it just happened. So Jacob is like, oh, Skye, you know, all he's worried about is, oh, views and this and that and likes and follows. Like, bro, we just lost our dad. Like, I'm hurting every day. Fuck Instagram. Fuck the social media. My dad is gone. That can't, nothing in this world can take away that pain that's in my heart that I have to walk with. And I'm 24 years old. I'm trying to really figure out, all right, it's been a few months.
Yeah.
When am I going to do the rest of my life? 10 years from now, a year from now, yeah, he's gone, bro, or I don't know how to accept it. No, not you. Not you. You know, like, I wish I could have stayed. And then,
because not only is he a superhero on TV, but he's also your superhero in real life. So I could definitely see how that added to the pain.
It was to show that even superheroes, that's everyone's hero, we're human at the end of the day, and we all fight our own deeds. And I want this to really be like an eye-opener for mental health.
Oh, I love it.
It's real, man. And my dad was fighting a lot of demons. He was the most happiest, smiling person in person, but behind closed doors, he was hurting. He was in that great sleep. I couldn't help.
Did you know that he was suffering behind the scenes? Were you aware of that?
I was aware, yeah. I wasn't aware of the suicidal thing, but when Tammy called me and said that, and this is another thing that spiraled on the internet. When I said Tammy called me and said that he had a gun to his head and tried to shoot and it hit and missed the house, that's just what she told me 2 days before he killed himself. So Tammy knew he was suicidal. Exactly. So it's like, I'm only saying what I was told. If it don't make sense to y'all, I'm sorry, because hey, it doesn't make sense to me either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm his daughter. I'm trying to figure out the same thing everyone else is trying to figure out. Why? What happened that night? The only person that knows what happened that night is Tim. That's the only person. And I'm sorry, but your story just doesn't add up to me. You left to go get snacks for 10 minutes, and then and I don't know what happened. What, he locked you out and he hung, it just doesn't, why didn't you take the hotel key with you? Why didn't you take the key with you? And just, it's a lot of questions I had.
And especially knowing more than anyone that he was having suicidal thoughts.
Yes, and she took his, and she could lie to the fans and lie to TMZ. She could lie to People's Magazine. She told me on the phone, my dad tried to kill himself 2 days before he hung himself. Bitch, you knew. You fucking knew. And you know what? That's why you're crying every day and you're depressed, because you know what she told me? She said, Skye, I could have saved. It's my fault. It's my fault. When I saw my dad's dead body and I was there crying, Sammy was on the floor, damn near unconscious. We both were on the floor, right? And she was like, it's my fault. I could have saved him. I'm looking at her like, so why you have so much guilt? Why? Like, why? Like, I seen it. No one was there but me. This is my father. I would never, ever lie about my father. Or especially the situations really deep. And this is something I don't play about. My daddy, don't play about my daddy whatsoever.
I don't know. Okay. Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's absolutely terrible. So let me ask you this, man. So at what point in time did the relationship between you and Jenna kind of get offset? You know what I'm saying?
All right, so me and Jenna was cool, man. Like, I even brought her on the show. But we didn't end. So me and Jenna was cool. Like, we had a cool little relationship. I could take it way back to when my dad was here and he was out here. I was supposed to have Jenna come to my house. Jenna just flipped on me for no reason. She was supposed to come see me, and I made dinner for her. I bought a futon so she'd come spend the night. She was like, she was shooting Legend and his other White Dragon. She's like, yeah, I'm about to come over. I'm about to get weekend and come over. Boom, she didn't come. The next day I hit her. Next thing you know, she's back in Houston. So I'm like, yo, what it's about? Like, what's up? And she's like, honestly, I feel like you're using me to get to dad. Whoa. And like, when she said that, yo, I went off on her. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you always make me feel like that, and that's wrong on you, right? Anyways, I blocked her. We blocked each other.
Can I say this real quick? She said that she felt like you're using her.
Exactly, but I already had my dad.
You already had your dad.
Listen, I don't have to use Duty. That's my father. That's my dad. He was my dad before he was yours, before he was even thought of. So now let me say it like this, right? So boom, I unblocked her and I tried to get a hold of her when Shayla died because I felt bad. That's the heart I had. I'm fighting for my family, even though they did me dirty. I'm still fighting for them because that's how I've always been that way. I can't hold hate in my heart, right? So I ended up calling. She didn't answer. One day she just answered, and then I fried her, but he was like, "What the fuck, Jenna?" Like, I've been reaching out to us, you know. Everything was cool. We started talking again. Boom, my dad got her a ticket out to come see me. She was with me in my house for like a week, and she didn't want to leave. Like, she wanted to extend her stay. Like, we was quiet for here with us. Listen though, but liquid, let me finish. So boom, everything for we still was talking, and then she called me, told me our dad had passed away. I went out to Texas. I was emotional. One night, we was at a fall ball sponsorship. We didn't even get to see fall ball. I got drunk. I was drinking, and I was outside the club. And everybody left me in the club because I guess one of my dad's old friends had like enemies with a gang, so they all left me in the club. I walk out the bathroom, a whole section is cleared out. I'm like, why the fuck would y'all leave? I'm pissed. I'm walking out the club, walking all the way across the parking lot. They all outside. I'm like, yo, in my head, I'm like, I would never leave nobody. I would tell you. I would go get you. Like, that I already know how I said about it. So I'm crying. I'm angry. I'm telling Jenna. Jenna tried to flick this. She went on YouTube and made a comment and said, Skye made fun of my dad hanging himself. I wanted to slap the fuck out the stage. You know what happened to me? So she did it. Yeah, she said it publicly, and they screamed for it and put it on YouTube. And this is what really happened. I was drunk and I was crying, and I was yelling at Jenna. I was like, dude, dad, oh, so I was crying, like, angry. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, he's gone. Like, that's how it was. And she was like, dad doesn't even love you. Wow. She said that to me, yo, and I stopped crying. I got in the car. We drove back to my dad's house. I packed all my shit, and I Ubered to my friend's house, and I said, I'm done. I'm done. I was not staying there no more. You said the thing you should not say to me. Anyways, I'm talking to somebody. They ended up me and Jen ended up saying, yo, look, I don't like how things happened the other night. We both lost our dad. We're both angry. We're both hurt. We're taking it out on each other. I miss you. I love you. I'm sorry. She was sorry. Tammy gave her 3 of my dad's jackets in a black trash bag to come bring to me. And that's the only thing I got from my dad was 3 hoodies in a black trash bag that Jenna pulled up and gave to me. Right? That's it. But you know what? That's what I want. Not what to my dad.
That's all you wanted from this takeover.
And that's a little bit to go from the little I know. And we'll talk about money this, money that. What? First of all, my dad left Jenna as the trustee. That means he trusted you to give everything partially out to everyone. That doesn't mean he just left everyone. If he left everything to you, he would have put it in a will and stated everything's going to Jenna. No, a trustee is somebody he trusted that's going to give the portions, the responsibly give everybody what they. And you think, it's a thing. That me and my brothers are getting nothing. You know what? I don't want money because guess what? She's going to live off daddy's money like she's always had. And her little music career she's trying to do, she could take that money and go do videos. Guess what? I did this shit from the bottom without a dollar. I had no money to my name when I did Legends Never Die. I had no money. But guess what? I did a bomb-ass music video because true artists get it out the mud. We get it out the mud. I don't need daddy's money. I never think.
I love it. I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about the song. Is it too offset to talk? Just jump to the song. So give me what inspired that song, man, and what emotions you had while making it, and
Okay, so shout out to Mike Colombo. Mike Colombo produced this amazing record. Mike Colombo had sent me like 5 beats.
Right.
There was originally a beat I was supposed to record. It's called "You Are My Somebody." And I had actually wrote to it. So when I booked the studio session and I went to the studio, I'm trying to sing the hook, and it's almost like I haven't been in the studio since my dad died. It's almost like I forgot how to sing and I forgot how to rap.
Right.
I was like, yo, I sound like shit. I can't do this. I was I'm just trying. And then I had wasted an hour and I only paid for 3 hours. So when I had 2 hours left, I went on where the beats Mike sent me and I picked that beat, the Legends Never Die beat. I said, fuck it, just put this on, play it loud, I'll figure something out. The first thing that came to my head, I say, time heals, but time don't heal everything. And I was like, okay, wait, hold on. You're running. I'm like, I swear I'd do anything. It's so hard to say goodbye. And then I didn't even have the Legends Never Died line. I was like, yo, Legends Never Died. He was about to be. I'm like, that was it. I'm like, this. I'm like, pissed. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to say, but I know the song is going to be called Legends Never Died. And I was just like, Legends Never Die. And I put a little pause in there. I was like, all right, now I need a. I was like, I need a choir. I wanted it to sound like an anthem. So I put it together. And my verses, I freestyled all about. Yeah, I was in like, I was like, I've been hurt enough to be someone to show me love. Where I was like, all right, stop it. I'm like, let me think about what I'm going to say next. I did that whole song in 2 hours. Wow. And actually, my bad, in less than 2 hours. And I wrote it all myself, freestyled myself. So that's how that song came about. Shout out to Mike Colombo, man. Mike Colombo made this all happen for me. And with the video, I was already planning on visiting a family friend.
Nice. So it's perfect timing.
So Mike goes, why don't you shoot a video? I'm like, man, I don't got the money for that. And it's like, yo, I got a boy in New York that can look out for you.
Right.
And it just happened. I was just like, yo, wait, so I'm about to go shoot a video. Like, I don't got my hair done. I don't got no, what the fuck? Okay, so the day I'm going into the airport, I'm like running around the mall. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I need to find something green. Tell me why I walk in H&M and I see all this, like there was a whole aisle, all Power Ranger green. I say, yo, this is meant to be. Except this, all these jackets was extra large. I got the last small. The last small, like, the same, like, it was meant to be. Like, my daddy was guiding me through all this.
That's what's up, man. What a beautiful story, man. I love that shit. So since you dropped the song, have you seen any change in like the your following and everything? What has been the response to the song, by the way? What the critics and the people who love it, what have you been hearing back from that?
So I've heard nothing but amazing, great things. I had no idea how much my pain and strength inspires people. And I think it's a little, for me, I'm shocked because I'm grieving.
Right.
But then, like, people are telling me I'm their inspiration.
Wow.
And I don't really know how to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm folding. I feel like I'm falling. I feel like I'm failing. But people are telling me I'm their inspiration, and that shout out to April, man. Her son is he's fighting. He has a tumor in his eye. He's very sick right now. And I've been posting on my page, and she told me the only way my son goes to sleep is listening to Legends Never Die. And yo, I cried. Like I cried to her last night. Yo, I cried. I was like, this, and I was selfish because I was talking about, when my dad passed away, I was talking about taking my life too. I was suicidal. And I said, how could I be so selfish to want to take my life when this 7-year-old boy is fighting for his life, literally fighting for his life, and I'm over here talking about I want to take mine. So that really opened up my eye. And I was like, yo, I got people that really look up to me, like, and so it was like Lil Boosie said, he's like, I ain't no role model. I said it by my own body. Like, no, I said that was Tupac.
Yeah, for sure.
Tupac. He said, yeah. So it's like, how can I be a role model when I'm in real life? Like, I make mistakes too. I'm not perfect.
No, that's a beautiful thing. I think that's a beautiful thing, man. And I know sometimes, I think most people who kind of get other people feel inspiration from them, you kind of feel like you don't deserve it, but apparently you're doing something right if another person is feeling that way about you. You know what I'm saying?
And like, let me clarify this. Music is the only way I know how to communicate. So I don't know how to express the feeling that I had when my dad passed away. All I could do was put it in a song and put it out there. My dad was like my number one fan. Yo, he would tell me all the time, like, yo, you the best freestyle ever. He was like, the best freestyle. And he's like, yo, Skye, like, oh, he's like, give me the rap. So I know, and it breaks my heart because I wish I could just see my dad's reaction for this song. I know he's happy, yo. I know he's so proud of me. I know he's like, it breaks my heart because I never thought I would have to make a song for my dad passing away. You know, it's a pain that I can't express to you. Like, I watched the video 1,000 times a day, back to back to back to back, and I'm just like this ain't real. Like, I'm gone, like, really gone, bro. I made a song for my daddy. That's all I worry about. It. Heal that word. Like, I did that for me. I did that so I could feel better. And I did that for the fans so they could feel close to him, so they could know that Kingston was made bad. He was a human. He had real feelings. And sometimes there's something my dad told me I wanted to figure. He said, Skye, you want to be famous so bad. He said, be careful what you wish. And he sent me the song by Eminem. Be careful what you wish, but might get it. And if you get it, then might not know what to do with it. And it might just come back on your tip.
Wow,
Stepped that song to say, Skye, listen to this. Who was driving through Malibu when he sang that? He's like, trying to be famous. So I thought, be careful what you wish, but now I understand. Now I get it since he passed away, and this song, I'm getting all these, I'm getting comments, I'm getting messages, I'm getting people sending me his top city report and telling me, yo, the dad was murdered. Respectfully, I don't want to hear that. Yo, I'm grieving. Like, I don't know why people think it's okay to message me that, yeah, your dad was murdered. You think I will have my own reasons? What? I don't need to hear that on it. I can't even go on Instagram. I can't even.
Can you, speaking of that, can you talk to us about what your own, conclusion that you brought up in yours what might have played out? If you don't mind sharing that,
I mean, I feel like I talked about it earlier when I say that nobody knows what happened in that hotel room but Tammy. I can't sit there and tell you. I can't. I don't want to speculate enough. I'll be honest. I don't know nothing. Of course, I just know my dad on himself. That's it. Why? I don't know. How was he with Tammy? I don't get it. It just doesn't make. You guys were going through a divorce. If you guys were so happy, right, and you guys were having a great time and working things out, why did he handle himself? Why? Why? I thought you were happy. I thought y'all would work. That makes sense, bro. Anybody would think that. What are you talking about? You were happy, and my dad was, and you guys were planning on remarrying. The fuck? Why did he hang himself, bitch? Tell me the truth. That's why she's hurting right now. I don't care what nobody thinks. I don't care about Sandy. I don't care about Jenna. I got her name covered up. She went online and want to be petty and get my name covered up. Cool, I got hers too. Yo, I'm telling you right now, Jenna is dead to me. Like, dead to me. Like, I hate to be this person, But I hope I don't run into her in person, because Lord Jesus, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, you crossed the line. You online talking about I made fun of my dad, and you saying shit. You telling me my dad ain't law. You fairly kid you. I'm the trustee. There's nothing nobody could do about it, and laughed at it, and then tried to delete it. But the fans screenshotted it. Bitches all over YouTube. You fucked up. You trying to be fucking slick. You trying to be me. Let's be real. Now she got tattooed on her neck. Oh, now she's a rapper. Apparently, Jenna never knew our rap. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You a lying ass bitch. My dad, by the way, bought me the karaoke machine all day. She knew I did music. Now she wants, like, you know what I'm saying? What you getting braids now? Yeah, but you gonna get finger waves next, bitch? What's it? Like, but you know what's crazy? As a big sister,
You like that?
I like that. No, as a big sister, like, I can sit here. I'm not even talking shit. Yo, she can act like she not trying to follow me, but she is. But I'm a big sister. Come on. You look up to me. Just admit it. You know what I'm saying? If it die, go stream.
Yeah. She need to, like, go ahead and just get to it. Like, look, sis, I want to be like,
And what's the wrong with that? But
I would want to be like that too, 17.
I love that.
Actually, I don't, you know, and it's crazy because I don't look. One thing about me, I don't hate on myself. One of the things you're middle.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Are y'all ever gonna drop the song and drop me
Together that, and then she go for a while and said I covered in the fall. Girl, I told you I would be on your corny ass song. And I got a little bit, you not like. Nah, I'm not dropping shit with my sister. Yo, my sister would never breathe the same air I breathe. One thing she can never take really is my music and how bad I actually went in the streets, over to shit. I really struggled. I'm a real orange. You not, baby. You a white girl that grew up rich as shit. Your room is bigger than my mother's apartment. Like, chill out. You not from the street. You don't know what's strolling. All right, I get it. You lost your sister. Oh, you heard, but you want portray this bitch, you not none of that. Like, and my daddy knew I was though. My daddy would tell me all the time, he's like, yo, Skye, if I had a child of mine, I'm cool.
No way.
Yeah, he's like, yo, like, and I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about like another female. He's like, yo, yeah, I know if I have a problem, he's like, man, I'm scared because you fuck them up. I'm like, Daddy, you know I'll beat their ass. He's like, I know, that's why I gotta be careful with you. Like, I'm like, Daddy, like, you know, I have my daddy over there throwing up the fucking blue rags and that kind of like, course.
Yeah. I was hoping that helped me. This lesson.
Yeah, joke this shit. Like, my daddy would be like,
yeah. So let me ask you this. So me, I'm the type of person that no matter the type of relationship I have with somebody, is always able to be like reignited, forgiven. You know where I'm going. Is there any scenario where you and your sister?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. See, when I tell you she's dead to me, like, she's dead to me. Like, I'm gonna tell you this right now. My daddy was the most important thing. You looked me in my eyes for one and told me Dad doesn't even love you, and then you texted my phone and told me Dad literally hated you, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, my dad's not here no more. You act like you the only daughter. Like, you act like I was his firstborn. And that's why I've been bad, baby, because I'm the firstborn. Look, I'm his baby girl. And then you know what? Her sister told me. Rest in peace to her sister. But you know what she told me? She said every time somebody said, "No, Val looks just like her dad," she doesn't. You know what's crazy? When I was to the funeral, Tammy's mama, Tammy's sister, they all say, "Damn, Skye. He would just
Hey, that's a side note. You do look just like your dad, bro. You look like just like.
You know what's crazy? I'm sorry, I felt the team's gender, but everybody at the funeral, Tammy was like, "Man, you look just like your dad. Is scary." And I know that hurt Jenna's little heart, because she's like, my twin big brother's fuck out that good. Like, it was not Evan. Everyone on my page like, yo, Jenna don't even look nothing like him. Like, although I think we need to be.
You're so stupid.
I'm their ass over another chick. No real, I'm no real friend. Let's be honest. I'm gonna talk my shit now.
Y'all definitely look more like that.
Man, I'm about daddy's playing. Like, that ass is playing. That's my thingy. Like, you put me and him side to side. it's scary and scary. You know what? Do you know what? I think it was actually Jenna's aunt Fanny. She told me in Texas, she's like, "You want to see what's there?" She's like, "Just look in the mirror." And I look at the mirror and it kind of tripped me out. Someone told, "Hey, did you see it?" You should never see it. The boat. And I know this tattoo right here, like, that's fire, man. Identical.
Interesting you said that, because I've always said that, like, you know how, like, people compare you to somebody? People compare you to somebody and you will be like, nah. When you can see it too, you know you look like that motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I need to be honest, that's my dad.
Yeah.
And he can deny you, bro. It's a brat.
It's no deny.
It's no denying you at all.
I'm dead, bro.
No, my daddy, like, I want to share some voice messages with my daddy.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to share some personal thing. Let me go in here.
Send to the comments. Everybody.
Yeah, I'm my daddy's twin. Like, look, one thing is like, it's like, yo, I'll be honest with you. I don't care.
As somebody said, Skye, you should be the new Green Ranger, not Jenna.
Or listen, now I not talking about that. Now listen, I've heard that so many times. Being a Power Ranger, I don't want to do that. I'm a rapper, but I'm gonna say this right now, though. I'll be the better Green Ranger. I'll look more like you. I look more like my daddy, and I'll be better than my sister. The fuck, like, fuck out here. You know, she could go ahead and do that. And I feel like, you know what's crazy? Like, she want to live this lifestyle where she trying to rap, want to be hood and shit, but then she down. I feel like her trying to be a Power Ranger is only trying to one up on me. Like, you can't make it in music. So what else you gonna do? Like, let's be honest, your music and rap alone nowhere. Am I hating? No, I'm just telling the truth. Like, look, I'm not, like I said, all that trust is going to her, right? If her all her music views get better, best believe that's daddy's money. That daddy's money he lets you is going to pay for all that little shit. But guess what, bitch? I made it out the mud. I ain't got no dollar on it. I ain't got $1 to my name. Guess what? I made a whole video. And I did that shit out of the straight. Cause real artists make it out the mud. Or like, you can't sit here and act like you know what struggle is. And my dad always told me, like, damn, Skye, I was old to do a Jenna. She trying to be hood. She hang out with all these gang, thug guys. And some guy one of my sister's friends came in the house and stole my dad's gun and shit. One of my sister-in-law rap friends said, "Bitch, you want to be hood so bad. Be a white girl. I would do anything to be you. To be in your shoes. Like, shit, can I be rich and living like that?"
I've always tripped out over people that come from the suburbs, come from these suburban areas.
Shaking man.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I mean,
it is connecting the table. But I've always tripped out over people that come from these
Suburb. You want to be from the hood?
Bro, no, my dad didn't want to. I wish my dad would always tell me, and he would even tell Jacob too, like, yo, I don't know what to do with Jenna. Like, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm telling y'all that I'm saying everything because I don't give a fuck no more. I don't care. Like, if they want to go make an interview about me, do it. Look, at this point, I want to see what you guys say, cause nothing you say is gonna. I don't fuck you. Like, you dead to me. Like, and it's fucked up because it's fucked up how it has to take somebody to die. And when money's involved, shit gets out. You know what's crazy, bro? I wanted nothing but my duck that I gave my dad. Sammy gave it to me in Texas. And I want a hoodie so I could have I don't give a fuck. And I made my own money.
Absolutely.
I'm ruining the squad.
That part.
I want to blow the fuck up.
That part.
Fuck out of here. I like her fucking money. But to think that you guys are just going to try to take everything and leave us like we don't exist. And now you crossed the line. That's what it's about. And his daughter, he has tools, none.
You know what? It seems to me, respectfully, this is all respect coming from me. It seems like that side of the family is in it for the money.
Oh,
like y'all just in it for the recognition. Like y'all people,
I want to be acknowledged. So my whole point and my whole thing with my brothers was I just wanted to be acknowledged. I just wanted it to be like, look, Jenna's not the only one turdy anymore. At the funeral, I seen a lot of people hug Jenna, but a couple people hug me. What about me? And honestly, it's not a comparison, but I hurt more because the situation with my dad. He already left us for you and your family. Like, And Tammy was the reason why he wasn't in our lives. And my dad even told me.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up. I want to ask you this if you don't mind. Can you talk more about Tammy asking, telling him not to, like, no, him giving you guys stuff, and Tammy saying about him telling you guys not to tell Tammy?
So my dad would always do stuff for us, right? But he would tell us, like, don't tell Tammy, but I don't want her to get mad. So me and my dad, like my brother, like months before my dad killed himself, my dad bought my brother a motorcycle.
Right.
And sent him this leather jacket that, like, Tammy knows about. That's why when Tammy was like, she wasn't close, that's why my brother texted that, and I posted it online. I said, oh, he wasn't close with his kid? So he was like, show Tammy this. How did I get it? Yo, my brother has my dad's childhood bunny. Like, my dad would cry to me, bro. There's been times when he in Vegas when I was 18, oh my God. He was smoking a cigar, smoking a cigarette outside. We was talking.
Tear. Grown man.
Oh man, please, I'm not even gonna say it. What? My dad was not happy with that family, Tammy and Jenna. It's yo, you know, I shouldn't even say this. Nah, I ain't gonna say it. Nah, I'm not gonna say it because it's like, I ain't even gonna say it, bro. But there's so much shit. Like, why was my dad buried next to Shayla? My dad didn't even fuck with Shayla. My dad hated Shayla. Like he did. He would tell me all the time he's ashamed that he has her last name. He would tell me, I'm over here buying her a car and buying her a plate, and I'm not even doing this for my own daughter. He was talking about me. He's talking to me. So I don't care. I said it. So what? Yup. See this on the air too. I don't give a fuck. My dad didn't fuck with Shayla.
Right.
And then you go back. You know what? You know who my dad wanted to be buried next to? Eric. My dad wanted to be buried next to his brother in town. Not Shane. Not Shane. Tammy has control of that. Like, fuck you, bitch. Like, don't hate. You know what? I'm gonna be real. My dad not here to defend himself no more, but I will always defend my daddy. And I know the truth. I know the truth. I know the truth. I don't need.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the domestic abuse that he went through with Tammy? Because I heard some stories. So can you give us a little bit more?
Tammy was abusive as fuck to my dad. Abusive as fuck to my dad. My brother has stories of Tammy hitting my dad in the head with a heel, made his head bleed. Tammy was abusive, bro. Tammy's not innocent. Tammy's a evil, wicked bitch.
Yeah.
I honestly, like, bro, like, it took everything in me not to break her little body when I was in Texas, like, because you know why? Again, I just wanted to bury my dad. I was there for my dad. Bob hurts. So if I had to face the devil, and yo, do you know how strong I'm about to be? Sit there and look the woman in her eyes, the one that took me from my dad. Now I gotta bury my dad, and you was the one with him when he killed himself. I wanted to kill you, bitch.
Damn. No.
Not like that. I don't get sober none.
No, I can say like, no, sure. Like it's the rage.
Yeah, the rage. It's like you're lazy. Yeah, stop the fuck up.
I get it. Yeah, no doubt, man. And that's unfortunate, man, because it makes you wonder. Well, I mean, it's to me, it's definitely a certain, but I'm sure your dad will still be here to this day if he had been with somebody that truly cared.
Yo, and I talked to the woman. I talked to his secret lover.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah, we have conversations all the time.
Can you talk about it?
Oh, it's already all over YouTube. I talked to him. You were there was a voice message that she sent me. My dad sent her, and he said, man. He sent her a voice message. Let me find it. Because he was like, basically, like, he can't be seen, need to stand, like, hold on. It was a lot. It's on YouTube. You could go find it.
Okay.
But
Another on YouTube, y'all find it.
yeah, y'all find it. So basically, I thought it was Secret Lover. He would, she don't want to be identified, and I respect her. I would never tell her name. But yes, my dad did not want to be with Tempe, and I believe that. Do you know?
Nope. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this real quick because I've been amused by a woman before. No man wanted just like no woman would want to be with an abusive man. No man wanted.
We thought about this thing. You want to know what me and my brother talked about all these years, even before all this happened? Man, my dad. I feel like my dad stayed with Tam because Tam was gonna take everything, the house, on his money. And honestly, that's my honest belief. Like, I don't care how anyone feels. That was my father. I'm his daughter. We had personal conversations, one-on-one.
It's cheaper to keep her.
It's definitely cheaper.
Cheaper to keep her.
like my dad did not divorce her because this bitch was going to take everything. Like, yo, like, I would be, yo, this bitch was wrong. When I came out in Texas, she was drinking. You know, she accused me of taking her a bottle of vodka. Nowhere. Yep. I swear on my daddy. I was in, and I was next to with Steve, the Red Ranger outside. I was like, yo, I'm like, Steve, I'm about to go off. I'm like, you see what she doing? She's like, Skye, if you take my bottle, I know you took it. So if I go look upstairs, it's not there. Do you know what happened? Tony took, I don't know if it was Tony, but somebody took the bottle from her and hid it because she was drinking so much. Yeah, and she ended up finding it the next day and it had it. Like, no. And then she accused me of smoking all his cigarettes.
We didn't even she apologized to you, by the way.
No.
No apology?
No apology.
After accusing you?
No apology. Apparently, I stole her bottle of vodka and I smoked all her cigarettes. She smoked like 5 packs of Marlboros in a day. Like, she would have Jenna go to the store. I went with Jenna. She took
5 packs?
She took Jenna to the store. She gave Jenna money, and Jenna went to the store and got 5 packs of cigarettes. And yes, by this dude named Frank at the liquor store. My dad wanted to beat up because he would always sell Jenna Banks and Swishers and shit. She's 18. Yes, let's talk about it. Let's tell the truth. The fuck?
That's crazy, bro. Unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable, man. That's the least she could have did is apologize for that shit, man.
She needs to, you know what?
Yeah.
The pain she's going to have to deal with for the rest of her life, knowing why my daddy's not here, that's going to eat her up.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
That's going to eat her.
100%. I couldn't agree more. Let's read some of these comments.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's see.
And 5 packs? Someone said, yeah, 5 packs. That, I like, I believe Tammy is responsible for 100%. I do too, 100%.
I should go up for it.
Yeah, let's go up. All right, Jai, we're going to read some comments. Sorry, we're getting too deep in it, but we're going to read some comments and I'll respond.
And y'all been participating.
Money is pure evil. I figure Skye will wear your hoodie for royalty. Period. Go check out RoyalSkyOfficial.com, by the way. I got merch.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Jenna looks like Yo. Hey, like Tony said, Tammy is the love of his life, right?
No, where we at? Where you at? I'm just we're gonna go back down. I was cool. Who's that? I was crying so hard during the funeral.
No, he wasn't there. That's a fan, but okay. Or wasn't involved in nothing that's messed up. And like I said, Kelsey, when it comes to my brothers not being invited, I don't care what they said or done in the past. That doesn't give Tammy the right to take away their right to bury my dad. And like, I stand on that. Like, life is so short. Life is too short. And they had a right to see my dad the way I saw him, and they had a right to say goodbye. Now, for the rest of their lives, they have to live with just their dad being gone, not being able to bury him. Do you know how that feels? Not being able to come to a funeral because you feel that they're telling you that you're the problem? That's fucked up, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. My grandma would have made sure Jacob was off that behavior. Fuck Tim. There could have been ways to work around that. My grandma, Jacob would not opt out, especially with my grandma there. My grandma would put his ass to check, like, you gonna be here for your daddy, and we're gonna leave out. And like, there's ways to work around it.
Yeah, big time. Big time. Let's roll down local war.
I love how honest Guy is. Oh, I'm blunt. I tell the truth.
If I watch, just you read them off of it.
The internet said he was buried in Clavina. Nah, he's buried in the Houston.
I'll let
Face Muhammad.
go to that one. Brandon Roth.
My girl's abusive too. I could see that if you see her Instagram with Jenna and was tiny, he's in the back. She told him that he put soap on a steak. I mean, look, man, I don't know.
Off air.
You gonna share a voicemail or? Oh yeah. I'm gonna share it right now. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna share the one my dad was telling me that I'm the best rapper freestyle there.
And then we check the comments. It's right over that.
And it's wait a minute.
I'll leave it right there for now.
Might as well I did get up and do it all.
You need a freestyle. It was the freestyle. I think the best freestyle.
Wow.
We check this out. That's kind of.
And this another one of him telling us like, hold on.
He say he be the best. Oh,
So this is when I got my butterfly tattoo. My dad had messaged me and said that.
For her. He must be. What's the town of the power? Get the church just get the plug. Then for
Like my dad said, people judge us, but who gives a fuck? They don't know who we are. So tell me again. I wasn't close to my dad, right? Like, this is crazy. How can you even say some shit like that? And the sex. I have a reason. I'm here with.
This is live.
I believe this guy the best. I've heard he had been sober for 10 years. Was that true? Yes, that was true on what I heard, but I know my father was drinking. And Tammy told me they were drinking wine together in the room. So I had no idea my dad had us. I had no idea my father had fucking damn, by the way. That was new to me.
All right, so we all caught up. All right, so we all caught up with the comments. We got really in depth with a lot of shit, and I appreciate you for that.
let's talk about what's next. What's next for Royal Skye?
What's next for Royal Skye? I'm focused on healing, for one. I'm gonna be dropping music, of course.
Gotta drop.
Of course, the music is coming. Like, I'm going crazy with the music. Honestly, this is so... This everything that's happening, it's been... I get choked up for words because I don't really know what to say, but it's life-changing. I'll never be the same, but I'm gonna try to keep going through my dad. As much as I don't want to be here, and I deal with the same mental health issues my dad did, I'm gonna fight for him, and I owe it to my dad, and I'm gonna be successful in what I do, and Royal Skye is coming farther than ever, and I love the fans. I love all my dad's fans. I love my fans. Like I said, I'm just, I'm human too. I'm human. I have feelings too.
I love it. So, do you have anything else? If not, I think we covered a lot. We went over the music, went over your dad and the drama. Is there anything else you want to share, talk about?
I just want to say, I appreciate all the fans for supporting me and loving me, especially through the drama. I don't want anybody to pick sides. It's not about picking sides. I'm simply just telling my truth and telling my side of the story. There's always two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. And I speak in my truth. And I'm not, this is not coming from a place of hate in my heart. I don't want anybody to hate Jenna or hate Tammy. I don't like them, but that don't mean I want people to hate them. I just want people to respect that I just lost my father in a really, really hard way. And I'm trying to deal with it and accept it. And I'm hurting every day, every night. And I'm trying. And I love you guys. Legends Never Die is out now. So
Merch?
yeah, the merch, RoyalSkyeOfficial.com. That's where I got my merch at. And I think we owe it to the fans. Let's play the song. Let's have them do it for me.
So, let's do it.
I'll do it. That's like Victor American.
Oh, yeah.
I blew it.
Skye.
I know, right.
Oh, all right, you want to play a song real quick?
Yeah, man, we're not playing Legends Never Die one time.
I like that. Yeah, let's do all of that.
All right, y'all. Do a live performance.
All right, so we're going to leave it like that for now. Give us 1 second, y'all. This is always a pain in the butt sometimes to do this.
Can we pop the video up while we do it?
Yeah. Come on, man. This ain't amateur hour.
Great.
This choking, but let's run it. We going to get it cracked.
I know.
All right, let's get it.
All right, hold on. Let's make it big. Boom. All right, y'all. This for y'all. Let me make sure it's in the headphones before we start.
I love y'all. This one's to God.
Sorry, y'all, but
Yeah, I bet Tammy was coked out that night with him.
Oh, somebody in the chat. Oh, Lammer, huh?
It's the truth, though. Let's tell the truth.
And our headphones worn out.
It's also crap.
All right, hope y'all ready. Let's get it.
I put it in the middle.
All right, this is Legend of Everting.
Yeah, my daughter the other day, and this is something for all you kids too, is that my daughter said something to me. Skye, she said that you'll be my hero, and I always look up to you, and it even gets me choked up now just thinking about it.
They say time heals, but time don't heal everything. I swear I'd do anything just to see you one last time. It's so hard to say goodbye, but legends never die. 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 I've been hurting, I just need someone to show me love. When I saw my daddy in that casket, it really fucked me up. Oh, no. Your tears don't cry. Remember, legends never die. I can't help but wonder why you never had a chance to say goodbye. They say time heals, but time don't heal everything. I swear I'd do anything just to see you one last time. It's so hard to say goodbye, but legends never die. Legends never die. Legends never die. Legends never die. I never thought that this day would come. Since you left this world, that's when the rain begun. If I'm drowning, would they notice? It's so hard to show emotion. I got friends deeper than the ocean. Daddy, I miss you, I'm so broken. It's time for you to fly. They say time heals, but time don't heal everything. I swear I'd do anything just to see you one last time. It's so hard to say goodbye, but legends never say time heals, but time don't heal everything. I swear I'd do anything just to see you one last time. It's so hard to say goodbye, but legends never die. Legends never die. Legends never die. Legends never
Legends never die.
Let's never die. Right. Hey, I gotta say, I'm gonna say my last thing, and I'm gonna give you the floor, man. But I just want to say, shout out to World Skye for being such a humble friend, beautiful friend, and sticking by my side, and for 10 years and being such a real one. Shout out to you for coming on the show. I love you too.
And then make it and three things. Put it and think about it.
I'll let you sure.
I'll let it to end. I'm going to end.
Shout out to you for that, man.
And shout out to let me just say this before we end this. Sadiq, you have been my friend for over 10 years, and you have known me, everything I've been through. You were there through my downfall, everything. And brother, can I just say this, that I'm so blessed that throughout all these years we still remain friends. And
Be crying.
I'm about to cry too because I love you, bro.
Yeah.
And you mean the world to me.
Thank you.
You know, you were the first person I called when I found out my dad died.
Right.
And your friendship,
Yeah.
I will forever put that in my heart.
Saying it.
And then I love you, my brothers, always. And I want everybody to go to Influencers Love. Follow SQUADCAST TV, man. Follow Chucky. Shout out to Instagram. Go follow my boy, because this is our everybody childhood friend. Like, I love him to death. Like, literally.
I appreciate you, sis. I really do. So I want you to finish off with the final word. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna plug y'all with my shit, and then Skye she gonna close it out. So my name is Chucky. You can find me on Instagram. I'm the Chucky with 2 Y's. That's IMTHDCHUCKYY. You can find me on there, and then here on YouTube. If most of y'all probably watch my YouTube. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel and look out for me. And I just gotta say, man, shout out to JDF and RIP to JDF, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And Skye,
Let me give a shout out to April. This is the mother of baby Lewis I was talking about. I dropped the link in my story to all the fans, man. If you could just go support baby Lewis and donate to the GoFundMe, I would really appreciate that. I want that more than anything. No child deserves to suffer, and that baby means a lot to me. And April, I love you. I see you on here. I got you, girl. Love and respect, much love. And anyways, I just want to say to all the fans, I love you guys so much, and just bear with me. You know, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I'm here for you, for the whole Power Ranger Nation. I'm here. I love my dad, and I forever got my dad's back, man. And I hope this interview uncovered a lot for y'all. And that's all we gotta say. Until now, stay tuned for more music, because we're going crazy 2023.